Welcome to another episode of NBA 2K TV.
The NBA trade deadline has passed, and I think I have some whiplash from all the action.
Yeah, but you can already see the newly traded players in their new places in the game, which is super cool. But which trade do you think was most impactful, Chris?
Well, there was three that come to mind. Denver picking up some size in JaVale McGee and Aaron Gordon was huge for them. Victor Oladipo on his way to the Miami Heat, that's going to be nasty. And of course, the Clippers pick up some championship experience in Rajon Rondo. But one of the trades this year was record-breaking. Do you know which one that was? I do. It's time for some 2K TV interactive questions.
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. The Utah Jazz made a big move last year with the trade for Mike Conley. Conley said the players they had in place, two-way guys who play unselfishly, is something I've built my game around. We have guys who are willing to do whatever it takes to win. Kevin, back to you.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, DA. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. Conley kicks to Gobert. The pass to Mitchell. He dishes it to Conley. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Leonard with the bucket.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. It's a 5-point game. Mitchell wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And good that time. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
Here's Leonard. Gobert with the block. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Conley, the pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Utah getting another chance here. And slam dunk by Gobert.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
Leonard attacking, plays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Rudy Gobert is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ingles against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Over Conley, and it's Leonard missing. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. 3-point lead. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match up with his blinding speed.
Now Beverly inside. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Jazz leading by 3. Mitchell with it. 8 points for him. Gobert finds Mitchell. Conley with a wide open look and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Conley's got his second basket of the game. Clippers trail by 5. Outside Leonard. Gobert with the block.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Here's Leonard, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Over Ingles, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Leonard's got 9.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now, here's George. 29 points for him last game against the Lakers. Here's Ibaka, and the layup is good.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And here is Mitchell. He's got 12. Outside Conley. All sorts of time. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Clippers trail by 7. And the Clippers call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
A moment here to see some stats for Leonard. Great showing for him last season. How about 27 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists? To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Here's Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. And Utah again with the bucket.
More than just a shooter, Donovan Mitchell is crafty at getting it done inside too.
Leonard against Ingles. That one good for 2. Leonard's got 13.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now here's Leonard. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. Leonard draws the double.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Mitchell with it. George picks him up. Mitchell outside. Passes it. Conley shoots the three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Conley against Beverly. Dishes to George. Here's Leonard. 13 points in the game. Leonard draws the double. Just 5 on the clock. On its way from Ibaka for 2. Misses the wing J. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
Mitchell against Beverly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ilyasova comes in for Royce O'Neal. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Morris finds Jackson. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And here comes the break. Here's Mitchell. It doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Rondo scanning the floor. Knocked away. Jackson against Bogdanovich. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. 6-point game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Outside Jackson, beyond the arc. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
And there's the pass to Ilyasova. Back to Mitchell. Good on the shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Outside Jackson. Zubac's in the post. He's covered by Clarkson, and that one is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rondo against Mitchell. Launches it. Rebound by the Clippers. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Rondo against Mitchell. Now here's Cousins. He's guarded closely. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Now here's Clarkson. 1:57 left in the first. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jazz leading by 3. Outside Bogdanovich over Morris. Another miss by Utah. LA has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Rondo, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Rondo is so tricky. Consistently looking to take advantage of the defense being too physical with him.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And that one falls for Rondo.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Look at Bogdanovich getting physical, works hard to get the shot off and the foul.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Matt Thomas, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
You know, a pretty consistent scorer throughout the course of his career. Bogdanovich, he was just born to get buckets.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Jackson against Thomas. And it's good for 2. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Clarkson passes to Favors. Thomas dishes to Clarkson. Here's Favors. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Rondo. The dish now to Cousins. Over Favors. No good from Cousins. There's the feed to Clarkson. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Now it's a 6-point Jazz lead. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. It's a good old-fashioned basketball. It's all a part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins.
Take a break.
And it's Rondo in at the point guard.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. Greg, is a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Wow. Deflects the pass and stolen by Favors. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And Bogdanovich kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson finds Thomas from the arc. Knocks it loose.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Outside for Rondo. Jackson against Thomas. And Jackson gets it to go.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
Feeds to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Jackson passes to Cousins. Back to Jackson. 3 on the clock. Here's Rondo. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's blocked. Here's Rondo, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's 2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Clarkson passes to Favors. Thomas dishes to Clarkson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, Morris in position. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Out to the right wing. Ilyasova. No one around him. Had the space there, but it's offline. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
a more physical player at this stage of his career. Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
And the Clippers call time here.
I mean, not only does Bogdanović stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanović defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. O'Neal comes in for Ilyasova. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanović. And it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson. Here's Thomas after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Gobert. Back to Thomas. Passes to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Clippers trail by 6. Now Beverly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Patrick Beverly is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
That's good from Beverly. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Yes, that goes in. Beverly's got 6 in the quarter.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter oriented.
Conley against Beverly. It's blocked. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. The pass to George. No good. That would have tied it. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And Utah making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Gobert kicks to Conley. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Beverly with the ball. 8 points for him. Got a piece of it. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
And let's see some of the numbers here for Paul George. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, put up about 21 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure. Things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Mitchell. Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got 20 points.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
And here's Beverly to the inside. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
Utah leading. Right side, Conley. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got 11 points.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's George. They get it again. Leonard. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mitchell with it. George picks him up. Mitchell is double. Stolen by Beverly. Pass to Leonard for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Mitchell finds Conley. Leonard against Ingles. Shoots from the right block, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
From the stripe, it falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Jazz passing it around. Mitchell left side. And slam dunk by Gobert.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz. 5 on the clock. Here's George. And that one's good. Beverly. He's got 10. Now here's Conley. 11 points in the game. Pass to O'Neal. Mitchell outside. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Mitchell missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists on this one. Jazz trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Utah calls timeout.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. 5th, the Clippers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Clippers on defense. 3-point lead.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Leonard. Here's Zubac. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Goes up. And it's Mitchell missing. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Ibaka. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You see Serge in the painted area, feels the defender, goes on the attack.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
First free throw is good. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
Because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And, Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And it goes down 2 points. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Passes it to Conley. Here's the floater. He lays it in. Conley's got 13.
And, Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 22. To the paint. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Offensive rebound. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 24 points for Leonard.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Mitchell, and that one drops for him.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Here's George. High post shot. No good off the back of the rim.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Conley's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard finds Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Baseline try. And the shot is long. And they're moving it up. Fires the 3. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for Utah. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 27 points. And for the Jazz, they've put together some really good teams, but Shaq, the Western Conference is just unforgiving.
Yeah, out West, they still got 2 great franchises in L.A., but the Warriors are still the best team when they get healthy. When they get healthy. Let's go Warriors.
I'll tell you, but the Jazz have a strong young core, and Coach Quinn Snyder, man, this guy's doing an amazing job.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
The engine that makes them run. He's been able to push the action, and he's making great decisions.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Count it.
That shot, Conley has perfected it. The little teardrop.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The pass to Leonard. Over Ingles. Leonard, no luck. Utah leading. On the wing, Ingles. Defended by Batum. Now, Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Poke loose. Batum with the steal. Here's George. Fades and shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Beverly dishes to George. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. George has got his second basket of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Mitchell. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I really like Donovan Mitchell's composure out there, leading this team by example.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
Batum, that shot misses. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Pass to Ingles. He feeds it to Gobert. Over Beverly. Gobert can't hit. Clippers trail by 3. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Pass to Conley. Plenty of space. And the jumper is good. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Leonard looking around. On the wing, George. Here's Batum. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Batum's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now here is Conley. 17 points in the game. The wide open look here for Ingles. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard against Ingles. And here's George. He has 7. For the lead. George missing again. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Mitchell. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from George. Over Ingles. George missing again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Now Mitchell. George against Conley. George with the defensive effort. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pulls up. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And the Clippers miss again. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Pass to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Gobert trying to get open. He had a nice open look right there. Ingles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clippers trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Jazz with some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for O'Neal. Thomas comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Thomas's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And George with this stuff.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Now, here's Clarkson. And the pass to Gobert. He kicks it to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
Right side, Rondo. An easy 2 points on the layup. Rondo's got 5 now.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Clarkson passes to Mitchell. But they recover it. Gobert trying to get open, and there it is for him. And the Jazz lead by 3.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
The drive by Rondo, and he comes up with the deuce. 7 points in the game.
And that gentle release on Rondo's floater, when he's making these shots, the D is in trouble.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Thomas. The Jazz shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Pass to Ilyasova. He gets that one. Ilyasova's got 4 points this quarter.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
George looking over the floor. Count that one.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Utah leading. Here's Clarkson. Mitchell outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Mitchell's got 32 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Rondo finds Cousins to the middle. And Morris throws it down.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
For the Jazz, Favors comes in for Gobert, and it's Bogdanovich in for Thomas. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. And it's tied up with that one.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebounding.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 32. Here's Favors. Makes it off the glass.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Jackson passes to Cousins. And Morris throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
Clarkson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
For the lead, Cousins trying to free himself up. Morris, no good. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Rel says checked in. And both free throws good for Paul George. Jazz trail by 5. Outside Conley. With the teardrop, it's deflected. Clippers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Now Beverly. And Leonard has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Mitchell is double. Pass to Ingles. Clock at 4. Gobert down low. Working on Zubac. And the basket by Ingles.
There's the work Ingles has put into his strength and conditioning. Takes the hit and still able to convert.
To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Gobert finds Conley. And here is Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Conley against Beverly. Here's Leonard. Left side, Batum. That one's not going to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Clippers leading by 4. Beverly with the ball. Here's Leonard. Gets an open look and hits. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
Utah shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Mitchell looking it over. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Beverly wide open. And another three for the Clippers.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here we go with Leonard. Nobody. Oh, wow.
He went high.
That was nice.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Now, here's Mitchell. They need this. And he lays it up and in. Mitchell's got 40 points.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Here's Leonard, and again the Clippers good for two.
Attacking, trying to get good looks. Give Kawhi credit. He finds one.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Conley against Beverly. Now the pass to Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Los Angeles has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Two.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. And he makes both free throws. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shoots. The rebound by the Jazz. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Niang, and it's denied.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
Here's Mann. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi, you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. So what changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
Well, it rode all the way to a win, and I know you like that, man, so appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.